New shredder. It is time. I waited 2 days. I did well. But before I do start, there were some comments about new toys. This is not a toy. See this? Has to be cut. Weed tree there has to be cut. Now, if I was to get rid of that, it would cost me money. And I couldn't use it on the garden. So with this, or having a shredder or a chipper, it's a win-win situation for me. Because I have this. We have this. We have them. We have that. We have all these shrubs and bushes here. We have these shrubs and bushes here. Now a lot of these haven't been cut because my other shredder died. And we have all this here that needs to be got rid of when it's trimmed or cut. Not to mention, that's got to go. So like I said, for me, this is not a toy. This is a very useful piece of kit, which I would recommend any gardener having if you've got a lot of shrubs and branches to cut. And you can use it to build soil, make paths, whatever. Make paths and build soil. Mulching, deep mulching around shrubs and other things what you don't want to weed. Very useful. Feels heavier than 27 kilos. Right then, let's have a look, see how we can get into this. Pen knife, always in the pocket. Upside down. See, this way up. No. Let me get you a better view. So, it's a bit better. I will see what we've got and what we've got to put together. Some plastic bits. A steely bit. Oh, satisfying. There's a bin. All the screws and tools. The unit itself. That's a bit of cord in it. And last but not least, 2 pieces of metal and the destructions. In German, French and Italian. Wunderbar. Modo di employo. So, I'm going to put this together. I'll switch it off now, I'll put it together. If there's anything that's particularly difficult other than translating, then I'll let you know. But the pictures seem quite okay. So here it is in all its glory. It took me about 15-20 minutes just to put it together. Aber it's viel besser, wenn das Plan ist in die Mutter gesprochen, ja? But I got there in the end. Right. Yogs Babe, let me show you its features. It's obviously got the bucket, you've seen these before. It has a lock on this side, and that's a shut off. And that also, so that pulls out. I did use the bin for the screws and stuff and the tools. So that pulls out obviously for emptying, and I'll show you controls and everything in a bit, but first let's have a look under her skirts. It's a girl. Just have a quick test drive. Oh, it's going backwards. Instructions, don't need them anymore. So basically, on, off. I think that's a breaker for if it's overloaded from what it says in the instructions. I didn't really throw the instructions in there. But yeah, safety goggles, don't put your feet under it, wear earplugs, don't go through the dark door, check your plug, all that good stuff. Don't use it with wind, expecting that and rain, and don't put your hands in. That's for all you Darwin people. It gets up to 90 decibels, trouble it will when it's crunching. I will go and find something to cut. I have a lovely piece of ash there growing up there. I'll pull that out and we'll bang it through and see what it does. Obviously that's your maximum 40 millimeters. Right, here's the adjuster for the size. I'm assuming that's right for smaller chips and left for bigger chips. Yeah, looking at that. But I'll have to sort out what it is, because this is sort of the maximum size that it should take. It's greenwood, but if I break it today, I can take it back. I've got a 5-year guarantee. So let's see how she chooches. And this is where it all started to go wrong. Yeah. Now I was thinking to myself, how the devil will I get this back into the box and into the car with a 10-foot sapling stuck out of it to take it back to the shop? Not very well, eh? Chooched out. I had to cut a lot of this out because obviously there was lots of swearing, tantrums, and me throwing myself on the floor and kicking the ground. Well guys, just due to a slight technical difficulty, which wasn't all down to the machine, it was down to the fact that whatever plonker wired my garage up, put it on a light circuit and not on a socket circuit. So the socket in the garage is to the lights, which is on a lower amperage, which blew a fuse. This has an old fuse box with fuses, and I've just had to go to the shops and buy some new fuses. So let's have a look at the results of that. That was partly my fault. Did chip the stuff it said it would. I did put it on biggest setting, so maybe I should have gone for a lower setting. So let's tighten her up a bit. that did a much better job. I think it's something I'll have to get used to. But once I get it on a setting that I like, I'll keep it at that. But all saying, this stuff will break down a lot easier, you know. And I can use it for paths. I will use it for paths. I'll do another little bit. I'll take a bit off that and see how that goes. When I did the first one, we're on the very highest setting, on the widest setting, so I think that's why I sort of jammed it, blew my fuse, because, like I said, that were a light socket fuse, not a lighting fuse, not a socket fuse. I timed this right down to the smallest. Even cutting smaller stuff like that. This is a piece of dead dry wood. Like I say, if I break it today, I can take it back. And we'll have a look at what we've got. My wife's just brought the stuff back from my father-in-law. That's what remains of all the plants I sent him. So that really fine, does it really fine. So I think it's a case of like finding it right setting. I put it on widest setting, but wrong thing to do I think on that first big fat bit. But that seems to work alright. And it didn't blow up, just blew my fuse. Which, again, was not the fault of the machine, that was the fault of the person who wired the garage. I want to get rid of this beast because I want to put a water barrel on that gutter. That gutter just runs, the downpipe just runs out onto drive and water runs away, so I might as well collect that. So we'll have to build something a little higher so I can get a watering can under it, or under them. I've got two blue canisters and they would go nicely there, and we should get water for the garden and greenhouse easier without using city water. If you like that, if it was slightly entertaining or hilariously funny to you, give it a thumbs up. But in summary, I think it'll do what I need it to do. Yeah, it was a bit of fun when it blew the fuses. But again, that wasn't the fault of the machine, that was the fault of the plonker who wired the garage. Thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget, it's always nice to be nice, and drop a comment in, tell me what you think.